External Affairs Minister Jaishankar will be leading the Indian delegation at the 19th summit of the non-aligned movement to be held in Kampala, Uganda on the 19th and 20th of January. The summit will be preceded by deliberations at the ministerial and senior officer levels. Minister of State for External Affairs, Dr. R. Singh, is representing India at the NEAM Foreign Ministers meeting, which will precede the NEAM summit. Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan, meanwhile, will represent India at the G77 Third South Summit, which will be held in Kampala on the 21st and 22nd of January. Sanjeev Srivastava, international affairs expert, joins us for more on this story. Sanjeev, what all is on the agenda for this NEAM summit?
Well, Uday, I think this is a very significant summit, the non-alignment movement summit, which will be held in Uganda, and it's the capital, Kampala, and where our External Affairs Minister, Jaishankar, is visiting. Other ministers are also visiting in other different formats of this, very important meeting. And at this point of time, in the international community, if you look at the entire situation, the significance of strategic autonomy, the significance of nations of the non-alignment movement is continuously growing because the world is now headed towards having a new Cold War-like situation. The world is getting polarized. There is a huge trust deficit between the major powers, and the United States of America and its allies and some of its partners are on the one side. On the other side, if you look at the China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Syria, Belarus, etc., they are appearing to be coming up on the other side, along with North Korea too. So I think the world is getting divided into two camps again, and in these hours of challenging times, the role of non-alignment movement is again gaining momentum, and that is why India has decided that our External Affairs Minister, Jaishankar himself, will go and represent our nation, and I think it is the need of the hour. And with regard to India's foreign policy, India's geopolitical, geostrategic positioning in this world, Uday, I think we strongly believe in this idea of strategic autonomy. And this idea of strategic autonomy has come from this non-alignment movement, which we joined and we practiced and we led it, this entire movement, during the times of Cold War. So I think when the world is having this kind of a very challenging situation and scenarios, I think the significance of a non-alignment movement will again rise, and that is why India has decided that we will have a very top-level representation by our External Affairs Minister, Jaishankar himself, being there to attend this summit. So I think a lot of serious deliberations will go on the issues of the world, whether it is the Ukraine crisis or the Israel-Hamas war, entire situation in the Middle East region, and also the various tendencies of the major powers to dominate the various regions. All those big issues will come under serious discussion, and I think it is going to be a very important summit which is going to be held in Kampala.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.